Hello, darling. Yeah. So Sean, Great Smith Property. There's our chief.
We're just going to...
Do we shake hands? Is that good footage?
Hey guys, Simon Thomas here from Coast Property Buyers. I'm here with Grant Smith from Century 21 in Buderim. We've just purchased this magnificent property prior to auction from Grant's agency. It's in the Rainforest Sanctuary pocket of Buderim, which is a very exclusive part of the Buderim postcode. Grant, you sell a lot of real estate in this particular part of Buderim. It's great working with you again, mate, and your team. What do you think the appeal is for this particular exclusive suburb?
Absolutely. One of the strong points of Rainforest Sanctuary is you've got just over 230 home sites in the estate and only a one-way in, one-way out access, which does give it that exclusivity and boutique feeling. Having access to Matthew Flinders, Sienna and the university are all close on hand. And ironically, it was one of the very last suburbs in the Central Sunshine Coast that the council did the development with all traditional sized allotments and full cul-de-sacs. So your smallest allotment in here is 600 square metres, running all the way up to 1900 square metres with no mixed housing. So each home site has got exclusive property that has been constructed, which does give it that high demand.
Yeah, wonderful. I mean, we've found some of the clients that we've represented when we've actually brought them into this estate, even having lived on the coast, have not been into Rainforest Sanctuary before, which is when they obviously are driving past it, not actually having come into it.
There is definitely that aspect of people not aware of where it is. I've had 2 homes myself in Rainforest Sanctuary, so I couldn't recommend it highly enough. You do have a good diverse amount of homes that are on the rainforest, such as this one that we've just had purchased by Coast Property Buyers, as well as your dry blocks that are obviously adjoining internally in the estate. And there's a lot of architectural elements to a lot of the properties in here. They're not your general standard homes. Everything's of that little bit higher level, and you've got that consistency right through the estate with a predominant owner-occupier basis. Rentals are very hard to come by in this estate, which I think your investors will be excited about.
Yes, yeah, that's a really good point actually. Grant, we've bought a number of properties through your agency in recent times, and come to think of it, a lot have been prior to auction. How have you found the experience with dealing with a buyer's agent as opposed to directly with a buyer?
I think the synergy between a good buyer's agent and a good selling agent is going to see a mutually beneficial advantage to both parties. In no aspect do I see that either party have had any advantage over the other. I think it's just a clean negotiation in relation to us trying to get the best result for our seller and Simon securing buyers property that perhaps have missed out on other properties in particular. And an interesting point you make in relation to them being prior to auction, the 3 higher sales in Rainforest Sanctuary, which we have held that record for all 3, have all run the exact same marketing process as a 3-week auction campaign, and every single one of them have sold cash unconditionally prior to auction and with multiple offers also. So there's definitely, I think, that process that a buyer needs to hear from a buyer's agency, as opposed to a selling agent telling them that they need to be unconditional. I think there's a lot more rapport from a buyer if they've got that direct access to you, giving them the advice of how to best position their offer rather than coming from the selling agent.
Yeah, that's a really good point as well. So Grant, have you seen any particular type of buyer that's been attracted to Rainforest Sanctuary?
I think predominantly the buyers that are attracted to Rainforest Sanctuary are executive families that are generally professionals as well, so it's quite a well-kept estate. As a stereotype across, you would say that most people in the estate would have people do their pools, gardens, maintenance, and everybody's very house proud. So when you do drive through the estate, it has got that consistency of appeal through all of the streets and cul-de-sacs.
All great information, Grant. Really appreciate it, mate. It's great dealing with you and your agency. We look forward to continuing that relationship moving forward, and thanks very much for another very easy and transparent sale.
Thanks, Simon. Look forward to the next sale.
Terrific.